Greetings, everyone. Thursday night. True while wearing a Catholic jersey. This is not a sports video. It's maybe my one opportunity before next Tuesday to try to get a message across. So we all know what next Tuesday is. It's election day. And as always, you have, well, I don't want to say the lesser of two evils. But there's a whole slew of evils. So you have to forgive me while I take the glasses off for a moment. What we have facing this country on Tuesday is an opportunity to just put the brakes on what I have said many a time on here. That is a form of fascism. I've called it what it really is with these tea partiers, as I like to say. I call it what they really are: fascist, anarchist, terrorist. You're worse than Al Qaeda. You're worse than the Taliban. You're worse than the Christian Coalition and the moral majority. You give Hitler a hard on, believe me. I mean, the way you behave, Hitler would pop a hard on. We have a problem, folks. We really do. This country's fucked. And I was sitting today watching, flipping the dial between CNN and MSNBC. I'll get to MSNBC in a moment. But I was flipping through the dial and, watching all the, trying to watch the news, and it suddenly hit me. I finally figured out the precise moment where this country was fucked. I may have said it once upon a time in a previous video, or maybe when I had my old channel before certain assholes basically destroyed it. But we have a hard time trying to pinpoint when this country went down the fucking toilet. I think I can do it for you. I can pinpoint it to September 1987. Now, why is that date so important? Well, that's when Ronald Reagan signed into law a bill that essentially rescinded / abolished the Fairness Doctrine. A lot of people don't know about broadcasting. I make it my business. Plain English, what the Fairness Doctrine did, because a lot of you weren't even around then. Plain English, it stated that if a television and radio station did an editorial on any issue, that the general public was given the opportunity, to contact the station, say, look, I got a problem with your editorial, I'd like to respond to it. And by federal law, stations were required to give somebody that opportunity. Well, as I said, this was all rescinded in 1987, and that's when you saw the complete proliferation of political yak radios, sports yak radio, whatever the case you want to call it. But you saw every nut job on the planet. And I don't care what end of the political or socio-economic spectrum you want to talk about. You saw nut jobs up the wazoo suddenly grab a camera, grab a microphone, all hell breaks loose. It has now manifested itself, ladies and gentlemen, it has manifested itself in this teabagging fascist movement. And unless anybody thinks that wherever you live, whatever congressional district or state legislative district or state senate district or whatever the case may be, if you think you're not being affected by this, think again. I found out today in our local paper, here where I live, with our congressional race, we have this idiot fascist, Eric Cantor, who happens to be the incumbent congressman. This guy's a fucking fascist, I'll tell you that in plain English. Or religious fascist, and they're the worst type. Well, anyway, the point is, this is a three-way race. This is this idiot. There's a Democratic candidate from Louisa County, Virginia, which is not far from where I live. And there's an independent who is from, I believe it's Stafford County, Virginia. That's like Fredericksburg and surrounding areas. As far as the independent candidate goes, he got on the ballot by claiming to be a member of this independent Green Party. There's no such thing, folks. The Green Party you might have heard of because of Ralph Nader and all that, but there's no such thing as the independent Green Party. Well, it turns out if you go to this jackoff's website, finds out he's a teabagging fascist. So here we are, folks. Here where I live, which is basically the northern Shenandoah Valley, we are faced with the choice between two brands of fascism. Ain't gonna work. Just ain't gonna work. It's not even at the local level. But, as always the case, you'll find people who may not agree with what I'm saying, but I've said many a time on here, when I stand here and do a video and it is not sports oriented, I do not let people comment. And there is a reason for it, because I have had shit done on me. And to show you the level, now I've not seen it. I should point out, Rose Martin, I got your message. I haven't seen this video. I wouldn't even know where to look for it. But I will say, in word of meat, supposedly there's a video going. I'm guessing apparently somebody cut up one of my videos and decided to present it in such a way that it paints a negative picture of me. Well, like I said, folks, I've gone through this before. That's why I had to stay in there and delete my old YouTube channel and do the channel you're seeing right now. What else is new? Who knows? But my point that I was trying to get back to, and I was mentioned earlier that we were watching CNN and MSNBC. Here's the problem I now have with MSNBC. I watch it. To be honest, I sit and watch it, but they made a big mistake. Now, the tagline for MSNBC for the first, 8 months of this year, you always thought there's like maybe the left or right-hand upper corner of the screen says the place for politics. It's okay, fine. Everybody was happy. Somewhere around August or so, they changed direction. They panicked. MSNBC is in panic mode. I mean, we're talking about desperate measures, and it has to involve two words: lean forward. You've just exposed what everybody has known for 30 some odd years. When RCA owned NBC, and then General Electric bought RCA and split that and NBC into separate entities. Anyway, the point being, they figured, well, okay, hey, NBC News just, tilts to the left. Okay, fine. Let me tell you something. In a perfect media world, we would have broadcast organizations just do the news. Just report the news, present the news, do something that involves news and not inject an agenda, not try to advance an agenda. That's a perfect media world. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? We don't live in a perfect media world. We haven't. Not for as long as there's been the United States of America, we haven't. What else is new? This is not a perfect world, media or otherwise. And it leads me to my point and why I made this video. You have a chance on Tuesday to basically say no to fascism, to totalitarianism, to just basically taking the Constitution and using it as toilet paper. You have a chance. Now, I'm just going to say, just go in, vote your conscience, if you have a conscience. I think the vast majority of you motherfuckers don't have a conscience. I think that's all there is to it. You don't have a fucking conscience. If you did, you probably wouldn't even bother watching this video. I don't know what to tell you. I really don't. I wish I had something. I wish I had something to give people some semblance of sanity, some semblance of reality. But I can't. I can't do it because nobody pays attention. Well, that and the fact, as I said, I don't need comments because I'm not putting up with your fucking shit, people. You really need to be paying attention to me and to a lot of others who are worried about the direction this country's going or has gone up to this point. You have to stop the madness, folks. That's it. You just have to stop the madness. You can do it on Tuesday, but you won't. You'll stand there and put these, for all you know, you may be putting these regular fascists who are masquerading as Republicans, or you may put in these teabagging fascists masquerading as I don't know what. You fuck this country, and you deserve what the fuck you're going to get up the ass. And that's all I'm going to say on this. So no usual bit, here's your friendly neighborhood, blah, blah, blah. I'm not doing that. Not on this video. Not by any stretch of the imagination. You need to gain some sense of sanity, some sense of common decency, instead of turning this country over to fascist, anarchist, terrorist. I wish I could come up with 100 different terms, but I can't. This is how pissed off I am. So we're done. I'm done with this video. I've said what I'm going to say. This is going to give you all at least 4 or 5 days to think about it. Now, I think that's all I will say. So, I have done all I can do. The rest of this is in your hands. You fuck this up, and you get what you're getting up the ass. So sayonara, motherfuckers. Let's just hope this isn't sayonara to America.